Welcome back, guys, to Race Base, where we're continuing with the finals, well, semi-finals to start with, of the RF2 class, and then running straight into the finals. So let's see what these guys can throw up the action around this track. I think we're just waiting for one more person to join, which is Napoli. We've had a couple of people that unfortunately can't make it tonight. I'm just giving Napoli a little bit of chance just to get himself into the lobby. He looked strong the other night. It'd be a shame for him to miss it. Meanwhile, just gives me a little bit of time just to try and get the stream up on my iPad. And yeah, I just heard someone join, so yeah, brilliant job. Great to have Napoli on board as well. Makes it a four-car semi-final, and it'll be a four-car final as well. So looking strong in these cars. I mean, they're all strong contenders. Anyone can take the semi-final win to claim some good points overall, and then diving straight into the final. Anybody's got a good chance of winning this one. 6 laps in these cars. Won't struggle as much with the tyre temperature, but I'm sure it'll throw up some issues, and if you get any damage earlier on, that's something to contend with 6 laps. So hopefully these guys can have a nice clean dogfight right to the end, as we just saw from the two guys, Kenny Shep and Dusty, and I think I managed to hold everyone else behind me. So let's see if these guys can throw up some entertainment. Hope everyone's adjusted their fuel. Not burning as much fuel, these cars, but you definitely need to add a little bit more for the 2 extra laps. So K9's got a good front row there with Kento alongside him, Napoli and JPH on that back row. I think Napoli was getting good launches the other night, if I can remember. JPH, he's normally very strong in these cars, so you know. Let's see if we can get around these first couple of corners nice and cleanly, and everyone still involved in the race. Some people obviously just making a few adjustments there. Right, I think we're ready to race, so let's see who gets a good launch. Engines are revving. Napoli, another good launch there on the outside. He's got to go all the way around the outside in this turn 1. K9's just on his inside and kept that extra bit of pace, just having that extra tighter line. But Napoli's super tight on the next one. Kento coming over the barrier. JPH in 4th place there. Is anyone going to dive for the joke on the lap 1? No, they don't. They all continue. So K9 leading, Napoli hot on his heels, and Kento looking strong as well. He's up there. He's got a nice drift on the car. JPH, nice trade of cars here. Anyone can take it from this position. Who's going to be brave on this next one and take the joker? Try and find that clean air. Napoli out into the gravel. That's going to slow his pace. He drops a pace position to Kento. Still in front of JPH there, and he's. That's allowing K9 just to get a little bit of a gap. Kento's diving for his joker, but a little bit too tight, and JPH collects him. So that's Kento is a hazard now on the track, upside down. So that's what people have got to watch out for. He's right on the racing line as well. That's going to be tricky to get into the joker and to go on the standard lap. Is anyone going to be kind enough to knock him back over? But K9 now, he's out in front. He's pulled quite a big gap to Napoli in 2nd place. JPH a little bit further back. K9 running right to the outer track. He's going to come across Kento now. He's diving for that joker. That's seems like you've got the most room there. I think DiNapoli looked like he could have been following him. And JPH is very kind sportsman there, just trying to knock Kento back over. Car parts everywhere. But they're all orange and blue, so we can't really tell whose car parts they are. But meanwhile, K9's looking strong at the moment. DiNapoli in that second place, but a nice bit of a gap, nearly 3 seconds. So Kento has got, so JPH got Kento back on his wheels. That's nice, and I'm glad it's happened in the semi-final. Hopefully in the final it can be everyone stays intact on 4 wheels. Kento missing a few body parts there, looks a bit different, but he's still going. It's got to be over a lap down now. DiNapoli dropped a little bit more time to K9, so K9's looking strong out there at the moment. Seems to have pulled away a little bit from DiNapoli. DiNapoli just riding the curb, really unsettled the car on in this class. Keeping it super tight into there, right out to the exit. But doesn't really have an answer to K9 at the moment. So these guys, K9's onto his last lap now, and so is DiNapoli. K9 car's fully intact there. He's looking super comfortable. Doesn't look like he's struggling with any sort of tyre issue or anything, so he's going to be feeling pretty confident going into this final. It all goes down to where it puts him on grid position. He's going to come round this last final turn, and he's going to be happy with taking the semi-final one. Maximum points for him. DiNapoli coming over in the second place there. He's just seems to be rotating the car a little bit too much from riding the curve here and there, but as we know, JPH, courtesy gentleman racer there, stopped to tip Kento back out on all 4 wheels. So that's why there's a bit of a gap, and he'll be looking to make amends of that going into this final. Comes over in solid third. Kento missing a few body parts, but he'd be glad to get back onto all 4 wheels and just finish the race, where it could have been a DNF for him. But before that incident happened, it was looking like a super close race between the 4 guys. See K9's lap times there dropping into 37.3s, where everyone else 38, so he's looking like he's got a bit of pace for this one. So these guys will be diving straight back in for their final. Kento's probably just given his head bit of a shake after being upside down, bit of blood gone to his head. It's got a bit of time before they dive straight back in. K9 coming out of that feeling pretty strong. Then first few laps the guys were all pretty in a close bunch, and it's just down to that little bit of contact between 2 guys that can drop the pace of them, drop them right off the back. But K9, it's decided to give him a nice, I think it's pretty much the same front and second row as before, just cars switched around in position. So K9 is going to be happy with that one, I think, with the inside on this turn 1. Kento is giving him the outside position. DiNapoli and JPH on that second row. See, Kento has just replied on Discord thanking JPH for rewriting him DiNapoli, another good launch. So is K9 as well. He's got that stronger inside position. DiNapoli having to run it around the outside, make sure that there's no contact between them guys, but just pushes K9 out a little bit. So K9 now with a lot of work to do. He's dropping it at the back of the grid. If he can just keep his calm, I'm sure he'll have the pace overall. DiNapoli dives for his joker to get that out of the way. He's going to try and give himself as much air and clean space as he can. Kento there just over rotates the car in the background, but there's a train of the three that haven't jokered, so this is going to be interesting to see whether it's going to all play into DiNapoli's favour or whether K9 can get past some of these guys. JPH looking strong. Kento's on the outside, so Kento just drops behind now into that 4th place spot. K9's looking hungry, still on the back of JPH, taking totally different lines there. Is he going to carry more speed? JPH diving for his joker this time. So that's going to allow K9 to have that bit of room to... oh, JPH has made a massive mistake in that joker. Tricky through that section. Saw Kento in there and he manages to get past him. So this has worked out for K9. Can he now, has he got the pace to reel in DiNapoli? He still has to take his joker, but a good clean run for that joker, and you shouldn't lose too much time. But he's got to work hard now to close that overall distance down to DiNapoli. We're on to lap 3 already, so that's flying by. Kento's in that 3rd place, JPH in that 4th place after that contact with the wall, so he's going to be suffering with damage as well. So K9 on the attack, he's keeping a tighter eye, he's trying to carry as much speed as he can, but these cars super close on pace, so you've got to really keep it smooth to make any major gains. Still got to take his joker as well. They're on to lap 4. See Kento in the background there, but DiNapoli doing a good job. He's looking comfortable at the moment out in front. K9 diving for his joker now. He's got to have a good clean run through here to make any gains. That's looking just about as sweet as you want it to. Is he going to clip that barrier? No, he carries as much speed as he can, so he's on the full attack now. He's got 2 laps left just to reel him in and make the move on track, so it's a dogfight between them 2 guys to the end now. Kento and JPH still in their relative 3rd and 4th positions. JPH not too far away, so there could be a position change between them 2 guys before the end, but they're looking like they're having fun. So K9, I'd say he's just edging onto the back of DiNapoli, but closing onto the back of him is one thing, getting past is another thing. It's going to be super close going on to this final last lap. He just scrubs a little bit of speed off by collecting that curb. See, it just didn't rotate as nicely as he wants. So DiNapoli holding off any pressure here. He seems to have at the moment got this one in the bag. K9 trying everything he possibly can, using different lines to carry that speed, but DiNapoli just keeping it super smooth, and he looks like he's going to take the win. Runs a little bit wide there, but he's not going to lose too much time. Comes around this final corner, so DiNapoli back into the championship, takes the final win at Le Hec. K9 in 2nd, Kento holding on to that 3rd position, and JPH coming over in 4th. So it was a good race by them guys. 4 cars on the grid, and they definitely had some good racing there. See the lap times a little bit quicker by K9, but overall that's where your winner is, DiNapoli. Be good to get a full final of cars on that one in the lights. A lot of people off with technical issues at the moment, but they'll be back to rejoin us. Moving on to next week's racing, don't forget it's KTM's again. So starting on Monday with the 2 sprint races. So anyone that wants to, please come and join us. and we shall catch you all then. Thanks very much. Good night.